This weekend is going to be the biggest North London derby that has ever been, I think. You've got Arsenal.
And for those who aren't initiated, a North London derby is
Arsenal versus Tottenham.
all right.
Yeah. So you've got Arsenal, who are gunning for their first title in over 20 years.
They're gooning for it.
They're gooning for it. And they haven't won in 20 years, like I say.
They can almost
And
taste it.
And like I say, they haven't won it in 20 years. No, I just keep repeating that. So Arsenal are gunning for their first title in 20 years. Again. The last few years, they've been right in the title race, but they just haven't been able to do it. So this year, again, they're top. They're competing. Will they go through it? And then Tottenham are in a relegation battle. So there's stakes on either side of the coin here. Tottenham taking points off Arsenal would be huge, with Man City breathing down their necks. Arsenal just giving up points the other night against Wolves, one of the worst Premier League teams in history. They could go down as the worst Premier League team in history. Arsenal were 2-0 up. It's the first time that the league leaders have ever dropped a 2-0 lead against anyone in the relegation zone, let alone the worst team in Premier League history.
That's rough, kid.
Yeah. And they've got to play Man City. Man City win all their games. Technically, they win the league, but then the same goes for Arsenal. So it's really coming down to the wire, man. Because personally, I think Arsenal should have been way ahead. This is like one of the worst Man City teams that Pep's ever had in the last 10 years that he's been there. So, yeah, it's getting interesting.
So Arsenal have to lock in. There's no margin for error.
They have to lock in.
But is that the same for Man City, though? There's no margin
Oh,
for error.
yeah, they have to lock in as well.
So basically, so how many games have they got left again?
They have got about, let me just double check for you there, sir. I think it's like 12 games left, I think, roughly. So,
Roughly.
But the same with Tottenham is that they're just doing so bad. They could literally get sucked into this relegation battle. So they've played 27. So what's that? There's 11 games left for Arsenal and 12 for Man City, and there's a 5-point gap as of recording. This could go all out the window tomorrow when Man City, I think, they play first and they could lose, and then there's that 5-point gap still. But they still got to play each other. Like, it's going to be crazy. But this is what we want, right? We don't want someone to just run away with the league. But Tottenham are 5 points above the relegation zone. They came 17th last year, but there was a 13-point gap between them and the bottom three.
Right.
Because the bottom three last year were just trash. So it's a little bit closer this year, but
yeah.
Tottenham won the Europa League. They got Champions League football after that terrible season. So they still invested in their squad to compete in the Champions League. They're still in it.
How come they're so bad this year, then?
Yeah, they have had many injuries. I must give them that.
Yeah.
But they've just sacked their manager, Thomas Frank. They've got this new guy in.
Even though they had a bunch of injuries.
Yeah, but you know.
Do you reckon it was his fault, or is it just managers getting the axe pulled on them again as they usually do?
Football is a results business, my friend. And if you do not produce results, then that is it, I'm afraid. Like, Ange Postecoglou last year came 17th, but he won them their first trophy in God knows how long, like maybe 20 years. And he still got sacked.
Do you think the players get away with murder sometimes, considering that they're the ones actually doing the doing?
Yeah, technically, like, they're the ones that control.
It's about 5 people that get fired before any players will.
Yeah, because they're the superstars, man. They're the way you put your money on. What are you going to do?
If you lose it doesn't sound like it.
You can't sack a player, can you, really? Unless they've breached their contract.
That's how their contract works, yeah.
Yeah, that's the power in football now. The player power is crazy. But then that's the gig of a manager, man. You got to get it out of them. You got to get the best out of the players. And Tottenham shouldn't be in this position, right? I mean, of course, the injuries, like I said, but they shouldn't be this low in the table.
Even for the injuries, they should have been able to lock in to at least be like mid-table.
Yeah, like it depends, obviously. Like, can you imagine like half your team go out with, I don't know, crazy freak injuries?
How many of their top players are injured?
They've got quite a few. Not to just like Maddison's injured, Kulusevski's injured. Who else is there? Yeah, like their centre backs have been a bit here and there.
As in injured on and off, or
Yeah,
just
especially last year.
shit?
But like it's the same last year. They had a lot of injuries, but it's just that's what it is. So this North London derby on Sunday is going to be huge for either team, like swinging it either way. But the new manager bounce from Tottenham, I'm like, oh my god, Arsenal should be.
If they draw either 1-1 or 0-0, like, so if they draw 1-1, does that put like another point between them and Man City? Or,
yeah. So there'll be a point.
Is every goal a point? Just because I'm like so out of the loop in terms of how the Prem
is
works.
every goal a point?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't actually know how the Prem works. I'm that out of the loop. So.
Yeah. Just so you don't get slaughtered in the comments. No, so goals don't contribute to points as such.
It just wins.
It's wins. So you get 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, and nothing for a loss.
Okay.
But when it comes down to it, at the end of the season, your league standing, if you are on the same amount of points as another team, let's say
your goals into consideration,
it comes to goal difference. So your goals scored or goals for against goals against is your goal difference.
Do you reckon they should do like a winner takes all game to decide that instead of doing goal tally?
So there's never happened. It's never happened because it's 38 games. Like the odds of it happening aren't. It's just ridiculous. But technically, if a team, right, because it comes down to something else after that. So if a team, let's say Arsenal and Man City were on the same amount of points at the end of the season, then it would go to goal difference. Now, if goal difference is the same, it would go to head against each other. So if they both drew, then it would come down to a playoff game for the title.
That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you should just do away with the goal difference and just have a playoff for the final, like a game 7 type beat? Best
Yeah,
out of 3.
You can't do that because like
That sounds
traditionally, of course, but traditionally goal difference has been important.
I'm not a big fan of tradition in most contexts. It just makes it more boring.
I mean, yeah. It's not. I don't think. I can't remember the last time that a team won on goal difference in the Premier League. Anyway,
probably like the 60s or something.
Because you can have like, let's say, two teams are joint 12th, and then one is 12th, one's 13th because of goal difference. Like, again, that is a thing, but like, it doesn't. No one really cares that much compared to. Although the money in football nowadays, that is probably still like 3 million for that one position change. But yeah, let me just double check quickly. When was the last time the Premier League was decided on goal difference?
When was the last time I felt the love of a woman?
I feel like it. For some reason, I feel like it never happened. It must have.
That sounds like something really statistically improbable.
The last and so far only time the Premier League was decided on goal difference was the 2011-2012 season where Man City beat Man United to the title. And I feel like you must have heard this one this season, because this was when both teams finished on 89 points, but City's goal difference was plus 64 compared to United's plus 56. And it basically came down to the last day. And this is why this goes down as probably the greatest season of all time in Premier League history, because Man City just needed to win their game.
Yeah.
And Man United had to win. Man City were losing in the 90th minute and then scored 2 goals to clinch.
Is that where like the really famous Aguero goal comes from?
There you go.
Aguero! Yeah. See, when they get hype on that's when those moments happen. Even I've seen those.
Even the commentator was like, "You'll never see anything like this ever again." That's how crazy it was, and that's the last and so far the only time it's been ever decided on goal difference. Yeah. But what a way to do it, man.
Tell you what, do you reckon commentators ever feel just tremendous when they realise that we're in history right this minute? Do you reckon they ever could just like shit themselves? They're like, if I don't say something cool now, I'm going to ruin this whole moment.
Yeah.
Or do you reckon they're too in the moment to know and they're just like there? Like,
I think if you think about it, you think about the Aguero moment, you think about the 1966 Jeff Hurst. Yeah, they think it's all over. All it is now, and like there's these remarkable, memorable quotes from these points of view. But I think it's not something they obviously think about. They're just in the moment saying it.
And I feel like if they clocked themselves in that moment, it would freak them out.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever looked back like, damn, I should have said this. It's because they just said it in the moment and it's become iconic because of that.
Yeah.
But then there might have been loads of times where they missed
self-aware or missed it.
Well, they just missed it, but you never know because he's not heard about it again.
Whoa. Because I always think back to like just amazing NBA calls. Like sometimes the commentary on a highlight makes it better.
Yeah.
Like LeBron's dunk. I think it was in like the early 2010s on Boston, and it was like, oh, LeBron James with no regard for human life. Like that's one of the best calls ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, did he just come off the top of the dome? Like that's just
lock
the fuck in. And that's the kind of fanfare I want in football.
There is a commentator called Peter Drury. He's on Sky Sports now, but he was sort of, he didn't have the big commentary jobs, I guess. He did loads throughout football, but he's like a poem. He's like a poet.
Yeah,
he's not. He
is the poem.
He is the poem, but he's like a bit of a poet. The way he does it. So like in the World Cup final, when
is he the guy that when you like lining up for a penalty or like a free kick or something, he would be like, "Oh, he was the boy from there, and
that was
he
him.
Did these things, and he was only small, and he's and then he's
he's that guy. That's the Messi one where it's the World Cup final, the one where he lost, but he's taking a free kick in the last moment. He's like, the little boy from Rosario, coming here on the biggest stage of them all.
That's what I'm talking
greatest
about.
Player. He's just literally just like fire with a pen.
That's why he's the GOAT.
People are like, because now he's on like Sky Sports every week. It's a bit too much when it's just like a normal game.
Nah, give me hype every time, bro.
Yeah, but that's like the darts. The darts
dramatic.
Commentary is just.
That's what I'm saying. Darts is hype. You can not know what's going on and be well invested in darts immediately because of the energy that the commentary brings. I'm saying sometimes presentation is more important than people think.
Yeah, some people get sick of like commentary though, and like I know on football now you can turn it off. On some like on Amazon specifically.
How much of a purist do you have to be to turn? Like, let us know. You turn off commentary. That's mad.
You could do because you could be like, I'm sick of these two talking. These people specifically who might be on. You'd be like, don't want to hear for them. You can turn them off and just hear the stadium atmosphere.
No, that's fair play. That's purism at its finest.
Yeah, I've done it. It's quite cool, but.
For like 5 minutes before you turn it back on.
Yeah, but then I'm like, I've done it myself.
I'm too understimulated, put it back on.
I've turned it off and I've pretended to be the commentary.
Well, that's fun. That's good.
I'm like, Harry Kane passes to Bellingham. Bellingham runs down the line. And they're like, I've gone like radio mode because there's like TV commentary and then there's radio commentary.
Oh, yeah, they have to call out every detail.
They have to literally, like describe it as if you're blind. Because you are.
Yeah.
Or if you're listening on the radio.
That's tough. That is tough.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that.
But yeah, I think it's a big game, like I said, going back to the point. I think Tottenham might do it with a new manager bounce. Arsenal shaky from the last few performances. Man City breathing down their neck. Is Tottenham going to cause an upset? Because if you look at that on paper, Arsenal should absolutely demolish this Tottenham team. Like
I'm sure I'm. My prediction is a 2-1 win, Arsenal.
2-1 win, Arsenal.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Tottenham will put up a fight, but I think Arsenal will still win.
Yeah, I generally think you might be right, but you know, football's a funny sport.
I reckon it will be. I reckon Tottenham will score first, so everyone will be like, "Oh shit!" and then Arsenal will get their shit back in like the second half.
It's at Tottenham, so Arsenal are away, but I think it will be a draw. I think it will be a high atmosphere, quick tempo game.
Need to get this clip out to make sure before the game.
I'm going 2-2. I reckon 2-2.
2-2,
which I think will be good. A good point for Tottenham, taking the point off Arsenal. 2 points off Arsenal. So yeah,
fair play.
And we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it, mate.
It's really spicing up.
Even I might tune into that.